Who doesn't know what McDonald's do? And also, restaurant. Is it a restaurant? Really?
Is there more than one way to make a Big Mac? Apparently so. Here are 10 McDonald's Big Macs you didn't know existed. Chicken Big Mac.
I'm only eating the skin, so the chicken's up for grabs.
Ever find yourself wondering how glorious a Big Mac would taste if you switched out the beef patties with chicken? Well, thankfully, you're not the only one. The Chicken Big Mac is exactly as advertised. Special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. However, the 2 all-beef patties are replaced with chicken sandwich patties. While McDonald's employees have been preparing this ingenious and delicious item for themselves, along with other tasty McKitchen hacks, the burger is now officially on the McD's menu for customers to enjoy. The Chicken Big Mac has been available in the US, UK, India, and Egypt before, but it's now joined the other chicken classics on the menus of Canadian McDonald's. If you're interested in sinking your teeth into this version of the Big Mac, you better hurry down to your local McDonald's, as the Chicken Big Mac is a limited-time item. The world-famous burger chain is definitely not clucking around when it comes to upping their chicken game. Bigger Big Mac.
I'll have the Big Mac, please.
The FIFA World Cup is undoubtedly one of the largest sporting events on the planet. In fact, roughly over 1 billion people tune in to watch the World Cup finals, which takes place every 4 years. So let's just say the World Cup is on another level. For an event that large, you need a fast food franchise just as large and globally recognized to come up with a product to properly celebrate such an event. That's where McDonald's comes in. The mega burger chain decided the best way to celebrate the 2006 FIFA World Cup was to release the bigger Big Mac.
There's nothing mystical about it.
While the amped-up version of the Big Mac's name may be lacking in the creativity department, it more than makes up for it with its increased size. The Bigger Mac is instantly recognizable and comes jammed-packed with all the Mac ingredients. However, the Bigger Mac is about 40% bigger, making the burger supersized. The Bigger Mac launched its world tour in June of '06, starting in the UK, and continued across Europe for the duration of that year's World Cup. Surprisingly, the burger caused a bit of controversy in Europe, with critics claiming there was no need for a size increase for the already large Big Mac. Fortunately for Mac fans, the minor controversy didn't seem to stop the momentum of the Bigger Mac. Son of Mac.
Doing an analysis of the secret sauce.
The land down under has been home to McDonald's for many years, and unlike many of the other international locations, the McDonald's franchises in Australia aren't that dissimilar from North America's. There is, however, one menu item that is unique to both Australia and New Zealand, called the Son of Mac. While the tendency is to make everything bigger, the Son of Mac, aka Baby Mac, aka Mini Mac, is a stripped-down version of the legendary burger. Instead of 2 beef patties, there's 1, and the sesame seed bun is there, but the center bun is missing. However, the Mac sauce, pickles, onions, lettuce, and cheese are all accounted for. What you're left with is essentially a classic McDonald's cheeseburger dressed as a Big Mac, or a snack-sized Big Mac. The tiny version of the Mac debuted in Australia before making its way south to New Zealand. Fortunately for folks in the US, some locations do serve an American version of the understated Mac called the Mac Jr., alongside the Standard Mac and Grand Mac, completing the Mac family. The Son of Mac is truly a chip off the old block that would make any Mac Daddy proud. New to Babbletop? Then how about hitting that subscribe button? It's easier than ordering a Big Mac. Thanks. The Maharaja Mac.
Well, except for when I beat Larry Bird for a Big Mac.
India is a country filled with history, rich culture, and delicious food, such as various curries, buttered chicken, and samosas. However, the one item you'll rarely find on any dinner table or menu on the subcontinent is beef. Beef, or more specifically cows, are sacred animals in India and are not consumed. So when McDonald's made its way to India, this was a major hurdle for the franchise to get over. Obviously, McDonald's menu is filled with beef items, and it's not just their burgers, as their famous fries have been known to get a little help from beef in the flavor department. Now, you can't have a McDonald's without a Big Mac, so the franchise's India location came up with a solution to the problem: the Maharaja Mac. Very similar to the Chicken Big Mac, India's Maharaja Mac has everything you'd expect on a Big Mac. However, the two all-beef patties have been replaced with seasoned chicken patties. Another major difference in the Maharaja Mac is that it's a lot spicier than its original counterpart, with habanero sauce replacing the iconic Mac sauce, and the pickles are swapped out and replaced with jalapenos. A couple of tomatoes complete the exotic version of the classic burger, and the result is a tasty, fiery experience that is vaguely familiar but very different from a traditional Big Mac. Monster Mac.
Order's ready in 30 seconds.
Simply put, secret menu items are a beautiful thing. In fact, you'd be hard-pressed to find a fast food restaurant without a secret menu of some sort. Customers can hardly wait to order fabled items such as Starbucks Butterbeer Frappuccino, In-N-Out's Animal-Style Burger, or even KFC's Triple Down, a triple chicken version of the Double Down. Over at McDonald's, the secret menu can also get quite creative with such tasty items like the Chicken Cordon Bleu McMuffin and Chicken McGriddle, just waiting to be unlocked by a curious customer.
What are you doing?
However, of all the mouth-watering items on McDonald's secret menu, none are as over-the-top as the Monster Mac. The Monster Mac is a Big Mac of towering proportions. The colossal burger comes with the all-familiar Big Mac goodness, such as mac sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, and the regular sesame seed bun. However, the massive burger boasts 8 beef patties instead of the insignificant 2 that we're all used to. The Monster Mac does indeed live up to its name and is sure to satisfy the biggest of appetites. Just don't forget, this is a secret menu item, so don't be disappointed when you take a look at the menu and the massive burger is nowhere to be found. McKinley Mac.
The only thing that's invaded more countries than America.
Diving back into the world of the secret menu, we get perhaps the more famous of the McD's secret menu items, the McKinley Mac. At first glance, the McKinley Mac appears to be no different than the traditional Big Mac we all know and love. That is, until you get a glimpse of the patties. The McKinley Mac replaces the classic regular-sized patties with quarter-pounder patties. Mac fans owe a debt of gratitude to the great state of Alaska for conjuring up this beast of a burger. Another fun fact, if you happen to be a resident of the frigid state, you'll be able to order this version of the Big Mac off the regular menu. Of course, the burger now goes by the name the Denali Mac, named after Mount Denali, the biggest mountain in Alaska and the U.S. This change was made back in 2016. The burger's slogan is, "Everything's bigger in Alaska," which is definitely a fitting slogan for this colossal burger. Grand Big Mac.
I'll have a Big Mac.
If someone were to ask you what could make a Big Mac even better, but you couldn't change the ingredients, what would your answer be? If your answer is to make everything within that Big Mac bigger, then you'll likely be excited to hear about the Grand Big Mac. Yes, the good folks over at McDonald's headquarters took it upon themselves to take the classic hamburger and simply increase the size.
You are a legend for doing something so stupid.
That's right, all the signature Mac goodness has been puffed up in size for more Big Mac satisfaction. Bigger bun, more ingredients, and the patties have also been enlarged to complete the giant Mac. By the way, you can also get it with bacon to make the Grand Big Mac even better. The larger Mac does come with a larger price, so to ease your mind, just focus on your hunger instead of your wallet. Mega Tamago Big Mac.
You know, I went to the McDonald's in Shelbyville on Friday night.
Japan is known for its innovative technology, the samurai, and Mount Fuji, among many other things. And one of those other things is food innovation. Yes, there's more to Japan than sushi, as the country has some of the most creative foods out there. Foods like cake in a can and plant-based scrambled eggs are all interesting ideas. However, it's Japan's innovations in the world of fast food that are most impressive. McDonald's has been in Japan since the early 70s, and as you might expect, the menu is not quite what North Americans are accustomed to. This, of course, includes the Big Mac, which has undergone a few innovative tweaks. For those looking for a Big Mac that offers you the breakfast experience, well, the Mega Tamago Big Mac has your name written all over it. The Mega Tamago Big Mac comes loaded with the standard Mac ingredients. However, this Japanese Mac also comes with an extra patty, which is always a plus. If the innovation stopped there, that would be a pretty impressive burger. But the Tamago Big Mac also comes with an egg and bacon, completing the Big Mac breakfast experience. With all three major meals taken care of at once, the Mega Tamago Big Mac is both a convenient and delicious innovation. Israel's Kosher Big Mac.
It's not my pleasure to be here. I'm a hostage, okay?
Israel's often referred to as the Holy Land, and for a while, going to a McDonald's simply wasn't an option, mostly due to the Jewish kosher food practices. However, in the early 90s, the Holy Land opened up its borders and let the world-famous burger franchise into the country for the first time. McDonald's did, however, have to alter its menu to conform to Jewish kosher practices.
It's been pure torture. Thank you.
The result were some unfamiliar yet delicious menu items such as the McFalafel, McKebab, and slightly odd corn sticks, which are basically McNuggets with corn replacing the chicken. Of course, no McDonald's menu would be complete without the flagship burger being present, and the Israel McDonald's is no different. The Kosher Big Mac is not as different as some of the other items on the Israeli menu. However, due to kosher practices, which do not mix meat with dairy products, the signature burger simply removes the cheese. Leave it to McDonald's to attempt to put a Big Mac in the hands of everyone on the planet, regardless of religious beliefs and dietary restrictions. Mega Mac, aka Double Big Mac.
I got a Big Mac at the drive-thru, right? Not a hard order.
Why have a single when you can make it a double? This is exactly what McDonald's had in mind when they created the Double Big Mac. The Double Big Mac is the classic sandwich taken to the next level. The very first tweaked version of the Big Mac, the Double Mac offers Mac lovers double the beef, with 4 patties instead of 2. The end result is a towering version of the iconic burger and a welcomed addition to the McDonald's menu. For the longest time, the Double Big Mac was only available in Canada, parts of Asia, Ireland, basically everywhere besides the US. However, the Double Mac made its debut in the US in 2020, much to the delight of Mac fans across the country. McDonald's has also experimented with the Quarter Pounder, debuting the Double Quarter Pounder in select regions in 1993. But let's save the Quarter Pounder talk for another time. Take a bite out of more great videos. Just tap or click. Leave us a comment, hit that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell.